This is to demonstrate what I consider a serious safety issue with the Andrew James water dispenser, also sold as a Von Chef online occasionally. They maintain it's completely safe to use, but I don't think anything that keeps pushing out boiling water until you physically stop it is safe. You're an old lady or a mother with small children and you've just set this going to fill up a 1 pint jug. It's going to take a while. It's quite a slow flow. So you're standing over it, you're watching it, you have to press the switch to stop it flowing. So in the meantime, there's a neighbour at the door. So you forget what you're doing, you rush off, or your child has dropped something, you have to go off to see to the child. When you get to the door, you completely forget you've even left the thing running. So it's not going to switch itself off. Now to me, this is extremely dangerous. They don't agree. Judge for yourself. Any kettle that you boil, when it's finished boiling, shuts itself off. Electric kettles, of course, not something on the stove. Other hot water dispensers, like the Breville, will stop once they've dumped out a measured amount of boiling water. The appeal of this was that it would do any amount you want. It will do a small amount, it will do a pint, it will fill a saucepan. The drawback being, I'm still at the door talking to my neighbour. I've completely forgotten now that this thing is very slowly dumping out boiling water. Got into a long conversation with the neighbour. Meanwhile, the pint that I required has been dispensed, but there is no way of stopping that machine until I physically come back to it. Obviously the bowl is underneath because I don't want a repeat of 2.5 litres all over the worktop, into the cupboards, down onto the floor. But once the jug is full, it will just keep coming. It's a little bit like Mickey Mouse and the Sorcerer's Apprentice, isn't it? With the buckets and the brooms. The water just keeps coming, but in this case, it's boiling hot water. It can scald. It could scald a child, it could scald a pet. And it's still pouring out of this machine while you are still on the doorstep talking to a neighbour, having completely forgotten you've even turned it on. And I won't bore you with the rest of it, but that's a whole litre that's come out there now, and it will keep going until it's drained the entire 2.5 litres of water. So I think if you're considering buying it in a home where there are small children, or for an elderly relative who could be forgetful and wander off and leave it running, I would definitely think about a different product.